What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Before I even go any further, I want you guys, I know you noticing how spiffy and how dapper we're looking right now. Well, it's a special occasion. We call this Blazer Day. All right, we felt like we need to give y'all a new updated look. So this is what we're going with today. But once again, we would like to thank you for tuning in to our show. I'm your boy Drew, always joined by the two homies, GQ Nesto. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Smith, CEO. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, bro.
Hey man, I had a weird dream last night, right? And we're gonna get into it a little bit later, but it was like so weird to where, you know, like one of them dreams you wake up and you feel like you're still there and it's still happening. And it was kind of like ghostly, paranormal, but it kind of got me thinking about what are some of the strangest things that you've ever dealt with, or one of the wildest things that you've ever done, where if you told somebody the story, somebody would say, man, you ain't do that. You know what I'm saying? Is there any experiences that, you know, that you have done in your life and people would be like, wouldn't even expect that from you?
I have. I think my life is weird just itself, but one of the weirdest things that I did was petting tigers. Couple of them.
Tigers.
Yeah.
Like them 650-pound beasts.
650-pound beasts.
Did you cuddle it like a baby?
No.
Call him the Tiger King, bro. That's
Where
GQ,
was
that's
this?
what the Tiger King.
Where did you do this?
This was in Thailand. It was pretty crazy because it was like this sketchy place on the side of the road that just was talking about $10 and you get to pet a tiger. So that was very interesting. We said, say no more. Busted a U.
We in there.
We in there.
What about you, Smith CEO? Anything? Any weird dreams? Any weird experiences?
Not that I could think of off the top of my head, but I mean, I grew up in a weird place, so I mean, I've seen a lot of weird things in my life.
Okay, all right. Well, look, let me get to my dream, right? So my dream was like along the lines of like some Lovecraft. I don't know if any of you listeners out there watch that show, but it was like super weird to where this actually, okay, let me back up. This dream actually happened like about 2 years ago during my last deployment. So I'm in Afghanistan, right? I'm in Afghanistan and we all in the barracks. A barracks is like, say, for instance, an apartment building with no walls. It's just an open bay. It's just nothing but beds. That's all you see. So bunk beds. So, you know, the lights go out. It's time to go to bed. I fall asleep, right? So in my dream, I wake up and I'm in the middle of this town. And while I'm in this town, I see it's like the apocalypse is happening, right? And all I see is like fire, bullets, everything just going everywhere. I even got smacked in the face by a crispy pigeon. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. And like you'll say, well, how do you know it was crispy? Because it hit me in my face. It was like, it hurt. You know, I felt the crispiness of the pigeon. So I'm like, I'm running and I'm dodging. I'm trying to, you know, go left or right. And I had to ask myself, this is happening during the dream. I'm like, why am I here? What is my role? And then like all the townspeople come out and they're like, Drew, you're here to save us. And I'm like, save you from what? Like what?
The crispy pigeon, bro.
Like what is there to do, right? So this awkward looking girl comes out of nowhere. She like points to this door.
Was that an avatar?
No, she wasn't an avatar. She was human. She was
Okay.
human. So she points to this door and I'm running. You know what I'm saying? I got knife hands. You know, anybody who ran track know that when you got the knife hands, you run that much faster. So I'm going.
Slicing that
I'm
air.
slicing, yes, I'm going. And I'm going through the town and I get to the door. And when I'm standing at the door, I can't see what's on the other side of the door and there's nothing but darkness. It's so dark, I put my hand out and I can feel the thickness. And I was about to abort mission in my dream. You know what I'm saying? I tried to turn around. Yeah, definitely. So I tried to turn around, and right when I did that, the people of the town was standing there like, no. We need you. This is your role in this dream. You're going to save the day. So, okay, I said to myself, it's a dream. I got to have some superpowers. You know, I have to have something special that I can bring to the table in this dream. So I got my hands and I shot out. Nothing came out. Okay, I said, all right.
Did you have a sound effect?
I think we'll say pew.
You shoot like you trying to shoot like spider webs out or something?
I just
you don't
wanted
know, you
anything.
just-
I was just trying. It's like I know this is what they do in the movies, so maybe something that
Smack the
happened,
wrist, make
you
sure
know,
the batteries are
right,
working.
You know, something, right? So that didn't work. So then I moved to my eyes, you know. And I took my glasses off and I thought it was like Cyclops. I thought something was gonna shoot out of my eyes. No, nothing happened. And I'm like, man, I look back and they still looking at me. They're like, you better figure it out because you about to go through that door because that's your role. You are the hero in this dream. So I said, okay, I got it. I'm gonna become a wolf. You know, I watched a lot of Teen Wolf movies growing up as a kid and then the one on TV, right? So I'm like, I'm about to turn. So as I began to leap through the door, I just start growling. like I'm serious, like I'm growling, right? And I'm feeling like as I growl, I'm going to transform into this monster. But that's when reality set in, right? So I wake up. Now I'm back in Afghanistan. I wake up, I'm in my bed, and I'm still growling. And all you hear is like dudes like around me. Everybody's grabbing their flashlights, like, hey, we got an animal in here or something like that. And it's just me in my bed like growling, and I can't like stop. Like I'm like I can't stop, man. Has when you went to, so speaking of wolves, what was the like cage like? Like where did you go to actually pet these tigers? Did you have to go through anything? Like what was the access route?
It was a sketchy access. Like it was like a big cage, and then it had like a Rottweiler door. You know what I mean? So it was like one way in, one way out. Like that's it. Like, and then that cage is just full with a bunch of tigers, like at least 10.
In
like,
one cage.
On the cage where we were supposed to pay like $10 to go and take some pictures. Like it was crazy because
So they charged $1 per tiger, pretty much.
pretty much
That's crazy. What color were these tigers?
just the regular colors. I mean, there was no like white tigers or anything.
Oh, that's
like
right, 'cause
that.
that's what I was hoping. I was like, what?
There's no white tigers or anything. There wasn't a liger or anything like that.
A liger.
Did any of them look like they had an attitude, like they didn't want to be there?
Well, yeah, there was like one that like, you know, like when we got in, like there was this tiger that was just walking back and forth, just pacing, you know, and you could tell he was like, I don't know, I felt like, I don't know, he got kicked out of the like tiger, you know, syndicate or something. Like he was just, he looked like he just got demoted or something. He was stressed out. So it's like you're coming in there, Rottweiler door, barefoot, and then you see these tigers like stressed out, other ones just laying down. So it's insane.
It looked like they was about to go. They asking their union for a pay raise.
Oh, for sure.
And they're not
for
being
sure.
listened to. And here you coming through the small Rottweiler door, and they're like, man, this stuff again. Man, that's crazy.
Why? Like I'm confused. Like if it's gonna be like if I go to pet a tiger, man, you better have a door for me to walk through. Like I'm not going through no doggy door.
Oh no, yeah. So speaking of that, you had to get on all fours to go through the door.
Yeah. You
And
have to
no
get in.
shoes.
No shoes.
So what happens if it's an emergency, and all you guys got to?
I think the concept with that is like they probably like, hey, somebody's gonna get eaten or something.
Maybe it's
or-
a safety precaution. Like they don't want the tigers getting out through the door, so they make the door smaller, so it's harder for the tigers to get out.
But what about me,
That's what I'm worried about. Me, bro. Like how am I getting out? That would be my thing.
man? Speaking of like strange things, do any of you guys believe in ghosts?
I don't believe in ghosts, but I mean, I know people who do. Like my uncle allegedly had a ghost that followed him around since he was a child, or not necessarily a ghost, but like a spirit. Like it never really like scared him or like really messed with him, but he had like this thing that followed him around like his whole life.
How did he know? Like, did it grab his hand?
No, yeah, like it was legit. Like he was everywhere. He like every house he would move to, it would be the same, I guess, figure or
Image.
Yeah, and he said like one night he was sleeping in his room, right, in his bed, and he felt something like lift the covers and grab his foot, so he like kicked, and it actually hit the dresser, right? It's something like boom, hit the dresser, and the TV shook. He had a TV on top of his dresser, and the dresser and the TV shook, and he turned on the light, and there's nothing there.
He didn't run out the room.
I don't know what he did,
That's
but
crazy.
at that point I would have fainted, bro. Like I'm done. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's one thing I don't play with. Like I don't believe in it, but And I've never had anything happen to me because I think God knows, like, my heart can't handle that, bro. Real talk, my heart can't handle that. Like, nah, I'm good.
What about you, GQ?
I think there's like two theories that I have. It's either one, I think it's the ghosts are probably your conscience, because some people are messed up in this world. So imagine, like, when you did something wrong. So all of a sudden, you're by yourself and you're like, you start hearing things. I mean, the mind is it's powerful, So, but then the second thing on the part that, I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of like traditions, like in the Hispanic culture, that, like, for example, like they say, like, if you see a ghost or you feel a ghost, like, you got to start cursing at it, like deep curses,
Like,
so,
angry cursing?
Yeah, like angry curses. So and supposedly they don't like that. So I'm like, well, that makes sense. No ghost wants to be disrespected,
Right.
So
What does that do? Does that, like, scare them off?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So
Like I ain't no punk.
yeah,
Right, I got you.
You got to let them know. So I don't know. I think it's weird. I try not to think about that. Like, I'm like, Jesus is with me. Like,
All right. Well, I myself, I don't know. I think now I would say is more of a possibility, because as a kid they call it a hag ride. What a hag ride is they say a witch rides you. So, and what that is when, okay, according to what I've experienced and what I've researched, all right, is when you wake, have you guys ever, any of you guys ever woke up and like felt like y'all paralyzed, like y'all can't move, y'all in the bed, y'all wake up and it feels like somebody's like holding you down? Well, okay, so my grandmother, her old house was she stayed in an old plantation house, so we often heard stories when we were kids that, like, ghosts would walk her house. And one time I was in one of her front room. She had a bedroom, like, soon as you walk through the door, and I was taking a nap, right? And my grandmother had this creepy closet, and in the closet it had some stairs, and the stairs went up to this like attic or something like that. But none of us children or any of us was allowed to go up there. So when, I fell asleep, and I don't know if it was because that's what I was looking at while I was falling asleep. I was looking at this scary ass closet,
maybe it was to the underground tunnel.
I don't know what it was. I wasn't even trying to find out, right? So I fall asleep, and no, this is like true story. This really happened. I woke up, but I couldn't move, and I felt like somebody was holding my arms down and my legs, and I heard this like laughing, like seriously, and all in my ears. And I was trying to scream for my mama, like, you know what I'm saying? But my voice was like muted. I couldn't, dude. I couldn't get anything out. And then what happened is I closed my eyes, like we all do when we get scared, what most of us do, and I start praying.
But you were awake when this
I
happened?
was awake, bro.
How do you know
You weren't
were
even a
awake?
dream?
How do
I
you
thought
know
it was
you
like
were
a
awake?
dream.
No, man. No, I was taking a nap. I woke up from my nap and I couldn't move. Like it was.
That was a ghost,
crazy.
bro. I'm gonna go out and say it.
Nah, that wasn't a ghost.
Bro, what was it?
How? You were still sleeping.
But he said he was
With my
awake.
eyes open, and I'm fully conscious. I can see I'm in the bed. I'm in the room that I fell asleep in.
Maybe it was
and
a
I'm
dream
in
inside of a dream.
Nah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like a dream inside of a dream?
All right. So like, yeah. So I find myself, I'm awake now, but I feel like somebody's on top of me holding me down, and I hear these little laughters and stuff in my ear, and I'm trying to call out. I'm trying to call out for my mom. I'm like, Mom, and I can't even get my mom's name out. Like nothing is coming out. I just felt like muted and paralyzed.
Did you try to do stinky leg?
The stanky leg.
Just try to make sure your legs are moving.
What
or
if
something?
you were having like a dream inside of a dream? Like you were dreaming of, and in your dream you were awake and you were being attacked. Does that make sense?
Bro, I don't know what it was, but that isn't the only time that's happened to me.
And you still don't believe in ghosts after that happened to you? Or?
I tried to like just chalk it up as in like GQ said, like I'm just dreaming or I'm just tripping.
I'm just tripping.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't even remember other times where I was watching 300 one time, and I think I was in the house by myself, and I woke up, and those little soldiers with the metal faces on 300, they was standing all around my couch. So I ran upstairs, and I got my gun. I was like, what? Y'all want something? Y'all want me? And I had to realize that I was just having a bad dream, and it was like so real that I actually ran upstairs and I grabbed my weapon to protect myself. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I believe there's a strong possibility that there is something out there, but the way it is in the movies and stuff like that, I wouldn't go as far as that. Like, what do you think?
Who knows? But regardless, like if I hear something, I'm gonna act like I have Tourette's or something. I'm gonna start cussing at those.
Well, wasn't one of your guys' old homes like supposedly haunted?
Well, nothing ever happened to me. Nothing ever happened to me. But like I know my sisters.
I know, your sisters would say stories of like,
yeah, like you know. But again, I mean, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think they're dirty conscience. I don't know. Like, who
like
knows?
You got bad energy. That's why you
got like
karma.
your aura is kind of messed up. Like go. What's that thing? Go. What's that thing where they put to like go put some sage all over your body? You know what I mean? Like
sage the whole house.
Right,
yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you better walk in like walk through a cloud of smoke or something. Like I don't know, but I think sometimes you carry all that energy is because that's the aura that you're projecting to the world. So don't be surprised if next thing you see the grudge in your room.
That's why I don't like moving into old homes. Like going into old homes, like I would never buy an older home for that specific reason.
It's probably like the lead. You know what I mean?
I don't know
like
if it's mental, but I don't know. Like, what if you buy a home and then like you sleep and all of a sudden you hear like footsteps and shit like that? Like, I mean, I know I say I don't believe in ghosts, but I think about shit like that. Like,
you better get on some Osteen freaking
Joel
Osteen. Yeah, you better get on that. Like,
I mean, I just think it's just a trip, man. Especially I can remember another time where I was I think I was in Oklahoma at the time, and I was having this dream. My uncle had just passed away, and in my dream, he was talking to me, and for some reason he began to hurt me or something like that, right? But when I woke up, exactly where he was poking me, like it's like his finger turned into a sword, and he was like digging through my ribs, and I was like, "Yo, Unc, like, why you hurting me, bruh?" Like we fam, we supposed to be good. And when I woke up, true story again, my side.
I've heard stories of that too. Like people dream things and wake up like the part on their body's really hurting, or
I mean, but then we did live like literally around the corner from a funeral home.
Oh yeah,
I had a dream one time I was getting shot. That was weird.
You had a dream that
I had a dream I was getting shot at.
You was like Tupac?
Yeah.
Were you
dodging a Tupac moment?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up. And then I remember waking up and I just like checked myself, like make sure I was good.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's weird. Dreams are freaking weird, bro.
Man, but back to these tigers, man.
This dude loves the tigers.
No, man, tigers. But like, cause it's interesting. Like,
would you ever pet a tiger?
Would I? Yeah. Not where he went. Not if I had to sign like a consent form. Like,
no, but it's not even that bad. I mean, it does make you question, like, is art like who's alpha in this situation? Is the tiger the alpha for not eating you, or you for getting in and risking him eating you?
Did you like go in there like with your chest puffed out?
Hell
like,
yeah!
You was trying to make a statement,
bro. He's GQ Nesto. His chest always puffed out.
But it's things change. So in there, you know what I mean. There was a lot of tension going on there. So as an alpha male, and so I was trying to respect the alpha community. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna be like Morgan Freeman, like of the Tigers. You know what I mean? Like nobody's gonna attack Morgan Freeman. Like he created the story of God. So it's like, you know what? Like, let me just be the Morgan Freeman of the Tigers,
like Mr. Rogers to the Tigers.
Yeah. Right.
Like Carol Baskin.
Yeah.
Definitely.
GQ Nesto style.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, man, that wraps up our show for today. As we always do, I always open up to the floor to the homies that have any part of words that they want to share with the listeners. We'll start off with you today, Smith, CEO. What you got for us?
Yeah, man. Just as always, shout out to all the fans and all the listeners. If you guys have had any paranormal encounters or any weird dreams that you guys would like to share with us, Hit us up in the comment section. Let us know what they were. Share your stories. Maybe we'll bring you onto the show, have you call in and tell your story one of our episodes.
GQ Nesto.
I got stuck with right now. I got really stuck right now. But I just want to say thank you guys for all the support. I really appreciate it. We as a team, we're definitely working to get better, make better content, and hope you guys enjoy. God bless.
And once again, I'm your boy Drew. This is How Was Your Day podcast. We love you. We thank you. See you next time.